Hello, everybody. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. For some reason, the settings on my laptop is reading as 10:53. Meanwhile, my cell phone is over here reading 11:53. So I am so sorry, guys. I apologize that I am not on time. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey. Have you guys subscribed to the channel? Have you liked the video? It costs nothing. So what I'm going to start doing is allowing my audience a little time to come in. Let's say about 3 to 5 minutes. I will give for YouTube to send the notifications to my subscribers. Once you guys see the notification, go ahead and click on the video. Also, I wanted to just kind of explain that I know today is traditionally Taco Tuesday Tubi movie. However, I'm going to have to postpone that until maybe next week. But I do have something in store for you guys. So I just want to say I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys sending me stories. Also, let me go ahead and list in the comments my email address. So if anybody wants to send me a email on a story, please feel free to do so, okay? And I'm going to list my email address. Just one moment, guys. So did anybody have tacos today? I wanted to do chicken tacos especially, but I also want to introduce you guys to my stuffed seafood stuffed potatoes. We'll probably have to do a fried fish Friday for that. Y'all let me know down in the comments how you feel about that. Okay, so let's say, please send stories to. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that to the banner. And then I want to kind of, okay, hold on, let's see. Right here. Let's go ahead and get that up on the screen. And why is it doing that? No. I wanted to roll across the screen, but I also want to kind of play around with some things tonight. Let's see. Okay, I see what it's doing. Let's try this. No, what do you guys think? Do you think that's sticking out better or this one? I'm going to leave it right here. Okay, so I was in here playing around with the settings, trying to bring you guys more quality videos. And let's see. Background music. I want to play around with the music while the video is playing. If that is all right with you guys, let me go ahead and get my microphone hooked up. I don't even have my microphone hooked up. Okay, I'm all over the place tonight. So can you can hear me in the comments, someone please? Because I didn't have the microphone hooked up that entire time. Let's see. You guys were probably still able to hear me, but not as you do when I have my microphone on. So I'm gonna turn that down just a bit because I want you guys to still be able to hear me. Hold on. Okay, I see what's going on. Let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up some music and also just give my subscribers time to receive notifications and go ahead and come on in. Let's see, can you guys hear the music? Oh, you know what? Can you guys hear the music? I'm gonna have to give me some microphones some headphones to go inside of my this other mic that sits on my desk. Okay, so I can hear the music. Not sure if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. And I want to make sure that it's not turned up too loud to where you guys can't hear me while I'm speaking. So again, if somebody could just write in the comments how the sounds of the music is, or is it louder than I am, or are you still able to hear me clearly? Okay, let's see. Let's play around with the background a little bit tonight, guys. So yeah, let's see. Do we have any other options? Add background. Drag and drop. Let's see. I want to add some images. But let's see. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But yes, as you guys see in the comments tonight, we are going to have a deep conversation about Montgomery, Alabama, and what took place over there this past weekend. That was atrocious. That was a mess. Oh my God. Are you serious? I kept seeing it go down my feed and go down my feed and just go down my feed. And at first I was looking at it, I could see that it was a story, but I was like, oh, whatever, because my brain just really can't take any more of the police mistreatment type deal. I try to preserve my energy for stuff that's not gonna make me think about sad things or all of the injustices that are going on right here in our faces every day, and that we've been subjected to live up under. So for me, when I see that type of thing, I tend to stroll right past it, just because I like to keep my my mind and my space just kind of not on things that are going to make me sad or make me feel anything other than happy, if I can help it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, we get defocused. We all do. No one's perfect, but no. I don't play around. Okay. So I want to get out of here. Okay, comment. So nobody wrote. Live via comment show up on stream. Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. Yes. So let me go ahead and pull up my article here. We are going to start again. Let me just say that we are going to start with the Montgomery, Alabama ordeal. I was too taken aback. Let me read the article, and then once I read the article, oh, Suki, you eating that picture, darling. Yeah, but she's giving face. That face is facing. Go, Suki. Shout out to Sukiana. Okay, so let me pull, and it was so funny. Everybody was on social media reenacting, making memes. I was like, I bet these Trump supporters was not expecting that. I don't think that they came with that on their minds. Okay, so what's going to happen is, even though I've sat here and practiced and put things and organized them, you know how sometimes these electronic devices, I'm trying to go as far back as I possibly can, because I really want to break it down and have a real conversation about privilege at its finest and the audacity. But I first want to read the article to you guys before I give my commentary and thoughts. So let me just get the article up really, really fast for you guys. Again, I appreciate you guys being patient with me. Okay. I think I've gone a bit too far. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this up. Okay. Let's see. Massive brawl breaks out at Montgomery. Okay, so what happens is, if you are monetized and you use someone else's content without their permission, they're able to go in there and strike your channel. And I don't want to have to worry about that over here. I'm going to go through the article and read it. And I'm not going to share the screen because the article that the entire post with the article shows content or imagery that YouTube does not allow on its platform. So let's get into the article. Yes, I just want to go through the pictures and make sure, because I like to share it with you guys so you can kind of look along with me and break it down yourself while I'm breaking it down and have your own thoughts about it. You know what I mean? So I always stress how I like a two-way conversation, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into the article. I got this article from Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee's Hollywood Unlocked. So shout out to Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee, for always keeping us up to date on what's going on in the media. The article reads, "Oh my goodness, several unidentified people were taken into custody on Saturday night, August 5th, after a massive brawl broke out at Montgomery Riverfront Park. Things began after several white people were seen attacking a black man over a boat dock space." In the picture that they have up on the post, you see a dude clearly lunging out and hitting this a non-white man, striking this African-American man. So I see the very beginning of this article to be very true. So I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the brawl by now, so it's no surprise. But the article says things began after several white people were seen attacking a black man over a boat dock space. According to a Montgomery Police Department report, officers responded to a disturbance at the 200 block of, what is this? Come on now. This thing want to sit up here and click off. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull the article back up. Let me get it over here to it, okay? I'm going to have to figure out a different system because they just clicked all the way out. For no reason, it's out. It just had a mind of its own just then. So let's get over here. See, almost there, guys. Just one moment. I know. Did I just pass it? No. No. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Officers responded to a disturbance at the 200 block of Cosa Street around 7 p.m. MPD officials said there was a large group of people fighting, leading to several of them being detained. A number of videos from the incident have since gone viral, showing the beginning of the incident, during, and the aftermath. It is reported that things all began over a pontoon boat that had been blocking a dock space that was reserved for a riverboat. That specific spot was reserved for the Harriet II riverboat. In the viral videos, viewers see one white man confronting a single black man who happened to be a worker at the dock. As an argument ensues, onlookers next see another white man rush over and hit the black dock worker, who backs up and throws his hat into the air, signaling he was ready to fight. As arms get to swinging, hold on. No, the people who were ready to fight was these KKK members that came and just struck this African American man who was at work. The audacity to just think that because somebody is asking you. Let's go back. A number of videos from the incident have since gone viral, showing the beginning of the incident, during, and the aftermath. It is reported that things all began over a pontoon boat that had been blocking a dock space that reserved for a riverboat. So you were in a pontoon boat. You were blocking the dock space. that was supposed to be used for a riverboat that you were not in. You were in the wrong before any words were even exchanged because you were not following the rules. Yeah, you're not following the rules. Why are you not following the rules and then having an attitude about it when someone is telling you that, hey, you need to follow the rules, bro? The entitlement, the privilege, the supremacy. Oh my goodness, the privilege just protruded through the skin. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Hold on, let me check because I don't want to have dry mouth. My lipstick done came out. Hold on, y'all. Needs some lipstick. But yeah, the privilege just protruded all the way through the skin. It just came out. It just, oh my goodness. So you feel like because you were in the wrong by not following the rules, being parked in the wrong spots, you were not supposed to be told, or, you know, like, hey, can you move your boat? Like the audacity of this, you know, what this melanated African-American man telling me, giving me orders. Who does he think he is? This man is at work doing his job. And all because you don't want to follow rules, you decide to get violent when no one has put their hands on you. No one has put their hands on you, sweetheart. And you just off the muscle jump violent. Yes, you heard me, guys. You guys heard what I read. A number of videos from the incident have since gone viral, showing the beginning of the incident, during, and the aftermath. That means the start, the middle, and the finish. It is reported that things all began over a pontoon boat that had been blocking a dock space that reserved for a riverboat. That specific spot was reserved for the Harriet II riverboat. So I'm guessing that there was something out there that clearly said that. So because I don't see why they would just put that part in this article. In the viral videos, viewers see one white man confronting a single black man. You are the aggressor confronting. Viewers see one white man confronting a single black man who happens to be a worker at the dock. As an argument ensues, onlookers next see another white man rush over and hit the black dock worker, who backs up and throws his hat into the air, signaling he was ready to fight. As arms get to swinging, hold on, let me get the article down, guys. As arms get to swinging, several white men rush over and join in on the attack. So they started jumping. At that point, you're trying to unalive him. What were you thinking? All because you don't want to move your boat? So not only were you showing or just letting the supremacy and the power of suppression and oppression just protrude through your skin, your ghostly skin, and your privilege just protrude all through, because it goes on to say, as arms get to swinging, several white men rush over and join in on the attack. So you just seen one and you feel like, oh, I seen one of my brothers fighting, baby. I'm finna get down, baby. This is how we do. That's why I don't be understanding how African-American people go for the garbage and the buffoonery and the brainwash of that we as African-American people are the only group of people who are violent and display violence and indulge in violence, when that's not true at all. Just like there's this myth about African-American people being the only people on welfare and food stamps. That's not true. Non-Black people, specifically Europeans, are on the system more than African-American people. It is what it is. I wish that African-American people can get it out of their heads that, oh, I'm so surprised that I don't think that a non-Black man would just walk up because someone's telling him to do something and just take violence as his first choice to deal with the situation. I don't know how come you don't believe that, because they absolutely do. When TV shows like Cops used to come on and non-Black men and women will be pulled over, sloppy drunk, full of all type of toxins, if you know what I mean. They will be talking noise to the cops, cussing them out, all of that. getting arrested and being wanted for the same thing that the African American men and women was on there being wanted for, and why the show was even in existence. Doing the same thing, exemplifying the same behavior. Yes, the non-black men and women. The article goes on to say, as arms get to swinging, several white men rush over and join in on the attack, essentially jumping the one black man. Uno, as onlookers scream and yell in shock. In one video, someone can be heard repeatedly shouting to other people nearby, "Y'all help that brother! Y'all help that brother! Y'all help that brother!" Y'all hear what I'm reading? And I don't know where these other myths come from. Baby, we are a peaceful group of people until we're messed with, honey. Okay. Y'all help that brother. Y'all help that brother. Yeah. See, if things were to go back to that, where the whistleblower were to signal and people followed suit. But y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all not ready for that real part of this conversation. If we were to stick together and stop allowing division to conquer us, how much do you know how much we could get done, and how much of this foolishness would eradicate itself? Let's go ahead and get finished with the article. Eventually, others nearby the brawl tried to join in and defend the black man, including one black man who dove into the water from a riverboat to help out. Baby, when I tell you that young man, that 17-year-old young African-American man, when they say, who can't swim? What group of people can't swim, baby? Because he got over there in less than 1 minute, a couple of seconds, more like 30, 45 seconds. That young man came. This next generation, when he got out that water, he came, he stood beside the man that was being attacked, and just like, whatever. What we doing, Unc? What we doing? I got you. We in this together. You fight, I fight. I'm not condoning violence, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's how they should have dealt with it. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not telling anyone to fight. I'm telling you what I observed in the clip on Hollywood Unlocked. That young man's heart was out there on his chest, and he was about that. He was about that, baby. He was about that life. I am so proud of that young African-American man not being afraid to stand up. And I know it's another side to that could have led to, it could have got worse. And so God forbid that it would have took that type of turn and that young man would have got hurt. It didn't. That shouldn't even be a conversation that we're having right now, because the whole thing should have never taken place. Who in the F do you think you are when you are illegally parked? Staff tells you that you're illegally parked, ask you to move your boat. You don't want to move it. You get mad and get passive aggressive. And because this man refuses to allow you to come into his workplace and make your own rules and stands on the rules with you, and because his skin is a hue and it's just a little bit too melanated for you, you immediately choose to deal with him with aggression, misogyny, toxic masculinity, force, just all type of unacceptable behaviors. This is a mess. This is a whole mess. Like, I bet they weren't expecting what happened, baby. Okay, it says, including one black man who dove into the water from a riverboat to help out. But by the time he swam over and climbed up the dock, the brawl had seemingly dissipated. When local law enforcement officials finally arrived to the scene, several people were taken into custody. However, authorities have not yet released any names of the suspects taken taken in. Charges against anyone involved in the massive brawl are currently still pending charges. So, okay, this shows, let me see. This article right here shows all of the footage. Like I said, they're on here brawling. They out there getting it in. So I cannot show that, but whatever I can show or let you guys hear, I will. But I'm not going to be able to show you guys that. So according to that article, the last thing that had happened at that point was, they were looking, for the suspects involved in the incident. So let me go over and find the article, the update from that. Let's see. Just one moment. Let me get over here. Almost there. Just one moment, guys. It's so much stuff in here about Tory Lanez being sentenced, guys. It's like I'm having to just like really go through. Okay, hold on. What is this? Let me read. Okay. Suspects identified and arrest warrants have been issued in Alabama brawl. Man with chair expected to be questioned again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. Let me get over here. Let's turn the music down for a second, a little further down. Let's see. Okay, so I think that is loud enough. So let's get over here to this article. Okay, so let me see if it's anything on here. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to show that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm only going to be able to show 1 through 4. I'm not going to be able to show you guys 5 through 7. So just one moment. Let me stop my screen for a minute, but I'm going to continue to talk to you guys. I need to freshen up my lips because it's like I can just feel that they are dry and that I have like wet mouth. And I hate wet mouth. I'm dry mouth. So just one moment, guys. Let me freshen my lips up. Just one moment, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Hold on. I am big. Wait a minute. What is that, Celine? Let's see. I don't feel this life. I used to when I was younger. And now I just do whatever. Well, no, I take it down because I do use the NYX lip gloss and the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. Where is my Vaseline? Okay, maybe we didn't get her, but shoot, I'll get it. Okay. So this one on with y'all. I have pressure. Okay. Thank you. Okay, y'all. Yes, I'm eating ice. Okay, I'm back. because I cannot be on here crusty now. Some of us cannot be crusty. Okay? Okay. Are you understanding? Just can't do it. Okay. Okay. So I said I was gonna share articles 1 through 4. Let me put up the fair use doctrine. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get over here. Okay. Now background. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's show this. Okay. Let's show this. Everything that you are about to see is up under the copyright, up under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. And I am using this commentary and content for the purposes of entertainment purposes and education purposes only. And also the information or the thoughts of mine are my opinions. Opinions do not mean facts. I am just breaking it down and giving it to you, in my opinion, the real way. But these are my opinion. These are my opinions, and these are not facts. So, yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that we understand copyright. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the article. So I'm just gonna share my screen really fast. Let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. Okay, let's get over here to Instagram. Just a moment. Okay, so it looks like you guys can see that, right? Okay, so you guys can see that. You can see what's on the screen, correct? If someone could let me know if you guys can see the article up on the screen, please. Okay, so I'm assuming that you can see the article. Okay, according to the authorities, Richard Roberts, 48, has a warrant issued for assault 3rd degree. Alan Todd, another white male that has one warrant pending. Zachary Shipman, 25-year-old white male, also has one warrant pending. One of the suspects are in custody. Okay, so one of the suspects are in custody, but authorities are waiting on the other two to turn themselves in, which they are expected to do within the next hour. The black man, Reggie Gray, who went viral for knocking heads with a folding chair, is being asked to contact the police department for additional questioning. He was the man that was being attacked, that was being jumped by four or five other white men. It was being attacked. Good luck with that. If he turned himself in, I'll be surprised, baby. You think that black man finna turn himself in? And let me read it again and see if they got his name. One of the suspects are in custody, but authorities are waiting on the other two to turn themselves in, which they are expected to do so within the next hour. Okay. The black man, Reggie Gray, who I don't think gonna turn himself in. I don't know no African-American man fighting that hard and swinging that chair like he was that's going to turn himself in my opinion. I don't think that's going to be happening. Okay, that's my opinion. The black man, Reggie Gray, who went viral for knocking heads with a folding chair, is being asked to contact the police department for additional questioning. Okay, so they do know his name. So they've already identified you. Yeah, bro, and this thing is public and it's this big. Yeah, but that's why I wanted to read it again, because I'm like, if they don't know his name and they just identifying him as the black man, good luck with him turning himself in. But they have his name, so they know who he is. If he don't come turn himself in, they'll probably pick him up, issue him a warrant, and pick him up. So yeah, get ahead of that, Mr. Reggie Gray. Attorney up. As we previously reported, Montgomery's Mayor Stephen L. Reed said in a statement Sunday that justice will be served. Last night, the Montgomery Police Department acted swiftly to detain several reckless individuals for attacking a man who was doing his job. Warrants have been signed and justice will be served. This was an unfortunate incident which never should have occurred. It never should have happened. Hold on, let me read that again. Let me run that back. Last night, the Montgomery Police Department acted swiftly to detain several reckless individuals for attacking a man who was doing his job. What did I say? Warrants have been signed and justice will be served. This was an unfortunate incident which never should have occurred, which never should have happened. As our police department investigates these intolerable actions, we should not become desensitized to violence of any kind in our communities. Those who chose violence will be held accountable by our criminal justice system. Okay? No. Don't do that. No.
Next hour.
That's what I'm trying to get to. This.
The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old, with 2 outstanding warrants for assault, 3rd degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd.
Okay, so it sounds like he's repeating everything that I read, but I'll let you guys still hear it.
3rd degree. And Zachary Shipman, white male, 25 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. We have instructed them.
Yeah, so again, he's repeating what I read, and I think he's about to tell, the steps moving forward, what he wants to do.
Those individuals to turn themselves into law enforcement, and as at this time, 1 is secured and in custody. The other 2 are set to turn themselves in within the next hour. We'll also.
Okay, so yeah, I read that in the article. 2 are due to turn themselves in the next hours. So that was earlier today. So hopefully they are picked up by now, you would think.
Also asking for Mr. Reggie Gray, the black male, 42 years old, who was seen wielding that folding chair, to contact the Montgomery Police Department for further interviews, and as part of.
Why did he say wielding that chair? He couldn't hold back. See, the black had popped out. Let me pop out. Instagram got these hoes thinking that they got clout. Okay. I was looking for something. Let's proceed.
This investigation. As the mayor said a minute ago, this investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely in the next hour.
Okay. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm finna click out of there because that thing is real messy, baby. Know that I wasn't trying to play that. So let me read y'all some of the comments what the audience had to say. Okay. The _unconventional_ Indian said, not only did that teenage boy jump in the water and swim to the security guard's aid, but in another video, he completely body slammed the guy who originally jumped in. Malcolm X once said, I don't advocate violence, but if a man steps on my toes, I'll step on his. And that's on period. Let me get at a like. Took the words right out of my mouth. I love how they put that. We do not condone violence. Miss Stowers 704 said August 5th will always be remembered as Riverboat Revolution. Oh, yes, it will. The Trump supporters will remember this day, August 5th, 2023. This will go down on this will go down as a memorable day in history. Yes, it will. Hold on, I'm going to read this one and then I'm going to skip down a little bit. Unfortunately, the chair will get him a felony. That's aggravated assault, of course. The black man going to have the worst charge. True that. But again, you never know what can happen on the outside looking in. That's the initial statement that comes or thing that comes to your mind. But I think with the right lawyer, he can plead down. And they said these charges were misdemeanors. Well, no, unfortunately. Well, we don't know. I thought I read somewhere allegedly that the charges were misdemeanor charges. Baby, we ain't seen no chair. Next case. Ryan Capri said that. Okay, let me skip down some and see as the conversation heated up. Let's see what people had to say. Let's go right here. Let's go up here. We are going to go up here. Okay. 1508 Successful said, of course they're going to mess with the man who had the chair because they want to make an example of him. Because everyone is making noise about him doing what he felt needed to be done. So if they try some BS with him, everyone that is in agreement with him defending himself and others need to make sure we standing 10 toes down with him. If they try some crazy legal stuff, baby, I second that motion. That's why I said get lawyered up. It's time to get lawyered up. It's time to fight for your rights like you was out there physically fighting. It's time to mentally fight now. It's time to get lawyered up. It's time to explain why you were traumatized. You flashed back to your ancestors and all of the brutal stories you had to hear growing up in grade school from your teachers and authorities and then from your parents, aunts, uncles, all of that. And it flashed, and I flashed back to, a time where they would, just take a rope and, just kind of the African American people that look like myself and the people in my home. So yeah, oh yes, it's time to get lawyered up. It's time to get a really good defense together. You were traumatized, sir. You were traumatized. Hold on, and I need to make sure I remember his name. He was traumatized, very much so. Yes, he was. It's time to get lawyered up. There's no way around it. Somebody y'all need to be making a Mr. Reggie Gray. It's time to get lawyered up. That's the man's name with the chair, guys. That was with that chair real hard like that, baby. Yeah, that's his name. Let me see. Okay. So hold on. They talked about that. Let's see. Let's go over here and let's do a quick stop sharing because I want to make sure that there is not that there is not anything else that I want to cover, like any more updates about that. Hold on, I'm just gonna run through because I thought that there was something else about the Montgomery Brawl. Oh, you know what? And it is. Okay. So there was a lady that worked on that doc. And she did a Facebook Live. She's from Alabama, of course, worked on the doc, and she just kind of broke it down and gave her opinion. And I did want to go ahead and play her commentary and, just give my little 2 cents, and you guys feel free to chime in and give your 2 cents as well. So let me get over here to my Facebook page. I need to learn how to take my Facebook page and have a little screenshot of my profile where you guys can see my Facebook page. But let's get over here. Let me get over here to my videos. Okay. Why did it go right back to my homepage? No. Okay. Let's do this. Let me go back into my profile. Okay. On my page. See that. I see that. Okay, here it is. Let's do this. Okay, hold on. It's like a 13-minute video. I'm just gonna fast forward. Well, I'm gonna come over here and reshare the screen. Hey, y'all. Hey, real ones. Are you enjoying the commentary tonight? Who in here? Y'all talk to me. But yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and share the screen again. Let's see. Share screen.
Man, it was really sad. You understand me? It was bad, but it was all right. For me to put my hands on somebody, it was real, real serious. Real, real uncomfortable. I'm going live to tell my story. I don't know about the other people on the boat. I just wish them well. I'm praying for them, praying for my crew.
Y'all heard her. She said she's going live to tell her story. Not his story. Her story. Okay, and her name is Miss what is her name? Miss Tammy Howard. Y'all ready to shed a few tears? Miss Tammy Howard got me hyped with this for real, for real. You all go show her some love. Okay. Miss Tammy Howard. So we got to
remember, I'm praying for you, Damon. I'm praying for the other little boy, you understand, that got hurt. I'm just praying for my fellow member on the boat. Because we all family and we all gonna stick together. We don't even have no beef on this boat. That's why I liked about this job right here, because every other job I had, we have beef. But when I was working on the riverboat, we don't even have beef. We say,
baby, she's saying that with her chest. And I'm sorry, this live is from Alchie Bates. So shout out to Alchie Bates over on Facebook. This is his live that I tagged to my page that we are listening to this at. Okay, so let me proceed.
Say little word, but we don't have a bad thing to say about each other. We always stuck together, bond. That's what I like by working on that riverboat, because it was good, it was nice. The people that went on the boat was nice. The people who come on the boat is nice. But my anger and my frustration came from way from that. I just had too much stuff on me at one time. With my job at Faulkner University, acting a fool, I can't come back there because I got into it with one of the students. But this one of these students swung at me, and I told these folks. That's why I tell y'all, working with other people, it ain't good. Working with different people, it ain't good. Man, this one little girl swung at me, and y'all had the nerve to tell me that can't come back there. But see, I already had a job. Then me going through a lot. I mean, y'all know I've been going through a lot. Everybody know me. I'm sweet, I'm nice, I'm kind. But when you push me to a level that you think you can push me, it ain't gonna work like that. Then me, I just been going.
So what I'm hearing her say is a normal day at work is a very peaceful and pleasant day at work. She enjoys her job. She likes her job. She's happy to go to work and mingle and socialize with her coworkers, and they keep each other in high spirits, and they make a positive work environment, a stressless work environment. And then I hear her later on in the video, but just like right before I paused it, where it sounds like she was fired, and she was the one that was struck. But I digress. I'll let Miss Tammy tell us.
Going through a lot. One job, create another job. You understand? Then me taking care of my daddy, doing all I can, working myself to the dog, hurting my hand. I had a sling on my finger for a whole week. I just ain't put it on Facebook and let nobody know. People just don't know what I was going through. And that whole week I was going through stuff with my father, with my uncle. You understand? Personal stuff. You understand me?
Real drama. Stuff to where you want to, when you go to work or outside of that space, you don't want to be involved in anything like this. You ain't trying to keep that energy floating around. You know what you personally are going through. But that don't mean that you want to waddle in it. She seemed like a nice lady to me.
But I ain't gonna excuse me putting my hands on her, because God already say he is a revenge. But me, I'm not gonna let nobody put his hands on somebody who I love. Diamond is just like a nephew to me. And when I seen that, that's why I was slow. And I went out about a lot of stuff.
She said, don't mess with Amy, baby. What do you mean? What? Not on her watch. Not gonna mess with him. She said, don't mess with Amy, baby. Don't do it. That's what she was saying. Just in case you didn't get the memo, Miss Tammy is telling y'all, when she seen them attack that baby, that young man, she clicked into her mind. See, she was up under distress and stress, y'all. Am I the only one that is seeing that like that? She was under distress. She was thinking about her blood nephews, her blood sons, young African-American men in her personal life that resembled this young, sweet, humble, wholesome young man that she goes to work with every day, at least 4 to 5 days a week, allegedly, in my opinion, and works around this young man and sees him doing something positive, not being a thug and a gangster, and how dare these aggressive non-black men attack him and strike him. I feel you, Amy. She said, not my nephew. Oh no. Traumatized. Fight. Lawyer up. If they try to bring any charges against you, Miss Tammy Howard, lawyer up. I will give you the same advice. Lawyer up.
I already was mad about my dad. I don't help two men through thick and thin. I don't help.
Yeah, she's saying that's on her chest. Baby, when a black woman do like this, baby, that's how you know, like, what? Baby, don't play with Miss Tammy.
I don't help you. Got yourself on your feet. I done did everything I can for you. Then when you got on your feet, you turned your back on me, telling folks that I took money from you and everything. Man, I don't lost job for you. I don't lost everything. I've been on this riverboat. I ain't even been working. I ain't even made a dime. I ain't even got a check for this lady. on this riverboat. They're supposed to tell you, I haven't even got a check. And for you to come and turn your back on me, that was really was pissing me off.
Yeah, she had the right to be pissed off. Here I am, a employer being attacked, and you come out and fire me. And she also, in my opinion, based off what she is saying, Miss Tammy Howard, she possibly has a lawsuit. She suffered damages because of this, and she was wrongfully let go and terminated from her position. When the employer is supposed to protect the employee and keep and maintain a non-hostile work environment. And when an employee is placed in that type of position, it is the employer's job to get it under control. Last thing I would think it is protocol to do in a situation like that. Because see, I worked in corporate America. I've been working in corporate America since I was 17 years old. So I kind of know a little smidget, a little something about this. But yeah, Miss Tammy Howard, I think you need to lawyer up both criminally and civilly. Yeah, that's just my advice and my opinion.
On that riverboat that day, they had to see these white folk put their hands on Damon Dane. Man, that was uncalled for. You don't put your hands on nobody. You should have moved that boat when that boy told you to move your boat. And then all these people jumping on him. All these black folks sitting up there. Y'all sitting up there watching him get beat instead of coming down there and helping your brother. And after he fell, man, that would really scare me because I lost a son. I lost a grandson. I know how to feel to lose a child. And I was glad that they didn't take his life. And this lady on this riverboat, she didn't give a damn. All she was caring about her job, my job. I run this boat. I don't give a damn about you run this boat. Think about other folks' life. You worry about this boat. You ain't worry about how we died a day or tomorrow. You ain't called nobody. You ain't called none person. Ask them if they're dead or alive. Y'all thinking about is making money, having stuff for y'allself. Long as you can do for other folks, they don't care about you. They don't care what you go through. Long as you can do whatever you do for anybody. Long as you do things for people, they don't care. But when you decide to want to do something for yourself, that's when everybody get mad. But I don't care about me throwing that lady in the river. I don't give a damn. They talking about the police, come and get me. Come.
Oh my goodness, Miss Tammy. Did I just hear that right? She said she did not care about X, Y, and Z. Now, Miss Tammy, yeah, see, she needs some medical evaluation done here. This African American woman is distressed. She has lost the ability to be empathetic and sympathetic because of the position that she's being put in by her employer. The employer, in my opinion, is distressing the employee, is what I hear. I don't know. You let me know your opinion down in the comments, down in the chat. Go, please like the video. If you gotten this far in the video, comment down in the video. Do you think Miss Tammy Howard, one, she's justified for what she said she did to this lady, and two, she's not justified? Leave it in the chat or in the comments. So, but I digress.
Come and get me. The police look for me. They ain't looking too hard because I'm here. I don't care about her throwing enough. They ain't had no business putting their hands on Damon Dane. You put your hands on the wrong person, child, somebody who we know, who grew up. His mama know my mama. I know her children. This boy raised my son. Then y'all gonna put y'all hands on him in front of us? No, baby, that wasn't gonna go down like that. Y'all must thought that was gonna go down like that. We don't care where you from. That's why all of us on that river, we stuck together. Because we said when that boat hit that dock, we gonna go beat the hell out of them. You thought we were playing with y'all after you put your hands on him? You ain't got no bit putting your...
You can't make this up. We are naturally entertainers, African American people. We are natural freaking entertainers. I'm sorry. I know this is a very serious matter, but baby, when I tell you Miss Tammy is not here for the baby, she is gangsta. Girl, how many of y'all ain't act like this act like this because, baby, I know mine sure do. Baby, mine be so ready and about that life. Mine be about that life, baby. You can pull. That's why I said, like, they try to show videos of us always being brutally attacked by law enforcement or non-black individuals. When you come to certain neighborhoods, you can't. Who did what? What neighborhood? What part of the hood was that? Because I see that there's also another agenda being pushed. Who? Black men, stand up. Black men, get it together, because as much as I want to say, and it's an agenda against you guys, baby, when you do the research and break it down, y'all ain't doing no better. Y'all ain't doing nothing to drive the narrative the opposite way, and it's statistically proven. But back to Miss Tammy Howard. You come to a certain part of the hood with a certain like demographic of people, baby. I don't know about that. They did what? Trump supporters came and did what? Because see, that had happened the incitement where Trump had his supporters to go on his turf in Washington, D.C., and they showed their butts the same way these Trump supporters are showing their rear ends. The ghetto and unclassy, trailer park trash, ratchet, raunchy, ghetto thuggish behavior at the White House, where the elite sits. So that's why I don't understand why people just try to act like when Cardi B did what she did at the Harper's Bazaar, that she was at this elite fashion show with all of these non-black European designers. And do you guys think that they don't indulge in the same type of behavior? Anywho, no, she said, don't come to our neighborhood with that. You have no business putting your hands on him. She ain't here for it.
Your hands on him. You should have moved that boat when he told you to move. Move that boat. I don't even work on that boat that long. I ain't never got a check from this lady. And this lady fired me the same day. I put my hands on this lady. You didn't say nothing when them folks were putting their hands on Damon Dane. You didn't even come out there and ask her if we dead or not. You come out here and tell me.
Well, she got fired because she felt like she put her hands on somebody. Her boss did.
You fired? Okay, fire me. I don't been fired with plenty of job, lady. I don't care about no job. God got me wherever He want me. Whatever God got for me, it's gonna be for me. Can't nobody do nothing to me. I don't been going through hell that whole week. The devil been on me all that week. I just had so much frustration on me. So that lady, she just got what she deserved. And when I throw her in the river, like every weight came out of me. I ain't finna let nobody
oh my goodness, wait a minute, girl. Wait
not in front of me.
I
don't care who I'm mad with. I don't care I'm mad with
when she did what she did to the girl and had the girl go yonder in the river, she felt good. Oh my goodness. Okay. You, baby, listen to me. How you just gonna say that, Miss Tammy? You cannot. Oh my God. Mental evaluation, lawyer, a criminal defense lawyer, and a mental evaluation, because this really stressed her out. This really did. The employer failing to keep the work environment non-hostile. This caused Miss Tammy Howard to then lose control of her emotions, to become traumatized and taken aback to slavery in her ancestry when she was being mistreated like that by non-black men and women, those of the European part of town. You know what I mean? So, baby, she need a mental evaluation. This really did stress Miss Howard out, because this employer failed to maintain a healthy and safe work environment. So no, civil case in a criminal case, baby. Because when she said that she didn't, okay, but I will digress.
But if I know you from the court, Tulane court, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. You ain't going down like that. We're gonna stick together. We might argue and fuck, but when we come from the court, we're gonna stick together. And you ain't had no business putting your hands on dang. Y'all come way from Selma down here talking about some Trump.
She just said something really important. We may argue and fight, but we are going to stick together. And I don't think that, I think this is what this is the real right here. This is what I think. I think that African American people have bought so much into the agenda with the suppression and oppression of African American human beings that because we sit up and watch all of this entertainment and social media, electronical devices, and if that's all you're seeing and you're putting in your brain is fights in the hood, First 48. If you're digesting those type of imageries, you're gonna have this mindset that that's all we do is unalive each other, are very violent with one another, and knows nothing about unity, and that somehow we've lost sight of consciousness. And so because most of us from a dynamic that Miss Tammy Howard is from, because certain people see that type of suppression and oppression on social media, they really think that they can come from the White House to the gut-wrenching part of the hood in Montgomery, Alabama, while these people are at work and disturb them like that, all because they are African American. And then think you just gonna come and you are just going to do that? No sir, no ma'am, no Karen, no Bob. No, not gonna happen. Didn't check on this woman, nothing, just got to firing.
Damn, Trump run that thing up there in Washington D.C. But see, Trump got y'all beat down in Montgomery. Come down here in Montgomery playing with us, baby. Come down here in Tulane Court playing with the right one. You play with the right one from the court, from the project, would throw hands at y'all. Y'all thought this stuff gonna end. Y'all gonna win, but baby, we gonna win. Y'all play with my ancestors like that. The slave. I ain't no slave. You ain't gonna come toward me to my washing your clothes.
They didn't play with our ancestors like that, Miss Tammy Howard. That's what they show us. Again, going back into what I say, when what you consuming, whatever you consume and whatever story they feed you, that's what you are going to believe. Do you think that these kings and queens, yes, I said it, because that's another narrative being pushed, that y'all need to stop thinking that y'all come from kings and queens in Africa. Okay, but that's a whole nother conversation, which, by the way, it's not that we need to stop thinking something that's true. It's true that our ancestry dates back to kings and queens. It's true that when God gave out gifts to different regions of the universe, the earth, when he, this country full of African Americans and blacks, he left in the soils and the oceans and rivers over there rubies and pearls and gold chains and diamonds and just things like that, royalty and riches. You see what he left in the soils of Africa. So when people try to tell me that there is no agenda being pushed to continue to suppress and oppress African American and black individuals, it's at a point to where, what world are you living in? What world do you live in? Do you live on planet Earth? Because if you did, you would see it just as clear as day. That is your delusion that allows you to not be in grips with reality.
Oh, watching your children. Baby, I ain't watching nothing. Y'all redneck came down here. You came for this smoke. And you got this smoke. And you gonna keep getting this smoke. I don't care, Miss Liz. I don't care if she mad or nothing. I don't give a damn. I'll do it again. You put your hand on Damon Dane, I'm gonna come back for you again. I don't care about these white folk on that boat. Come on, y'all putting y'all hands on them. Y'all didn't say nothing. Put their hands on Damon Dane. Y'all didn't care about him. You ain't even ask nothing about him. You worrying about your boat and your job, baby. You gonna always get a job. One thing about God, he always gonna provide for you. He always gonna give you what you want.
That's right, baby. Tell the audience to have faith in the Creator, the God, the first, the last, the second, third, the middle, in between, the end, the all, the omega, the all of it, all, the God, baby, where it all lies, not with men. Don't never let nobody suppress you and oppress you to thinking that if you don't have something that God gonna make sure you have anyway, that you just need to sit in that type of environment, because see, you need this right here. You need this job. You know you need this job so you can pay your bills. So take all of this abuse while you here too. Because I'm gonna play on my opinion of me thinking that you need your job. You need it that bad as to where you will sit there and be abused. No, babe, I believe in God, the higher power, the one who created you, this job, all of the employees, everybody who you reported to, everything about this job that you have going. I believe in the person who made it possible for all of us to even be here to have these jobs and for you to have this company. But yeah, that's right, Miss Howard. Yeah, the Trump supporters, go back to Washington, go back on Trump's grounds. Because see, this is the part that he don't fool with the everyday people, baby. See, you fool with them little Ivory League, like suburban, high class, colored people and racially ambiguous people that you guys are deeming as African American. You guys deal with biracial, non-black people and deem them as black in your society of politics, Donald Trump. That is the caliber and fiber of African American people that you deal with at an elite political type of environment. Trump supporters, you guys left your turf. You came to Montgomery, Alabama on this ship, dock, whatever, where the employees that work there looks like they're out of the hood. Like the movie that you guys like, how you like to watch us and be entertained by us and watch, Menace to Society and Boys to the Hood and New Jack City and Poetic Justice and all of those thug films and the plethora of thug films over on Tubi, what they portray, what you guys, because you own the big network. So the stories and the agendas that are being pushed right now. So we're not going to play that game here. So you guys came over here from your White House and you said, well, I deal with black men every day, like such and such is a senator. He's a governor. He's black. Oh, is that the caliber of black men that you thought were going to be from the hood? Like she said, them Trump supporters came down here and they got dealt with. I don't think they was expecting that, but I digress.
Won't and what you need. God ain't did nothing but show me what was going on. That's all God did. He showed me the whole week. The whole week I was stressed out that whole week, but I ain't never went on that boat fussing or arguing with none of my co-workers about what my life was going through. I always came on that boat humble, good. Everybody loved me on that boat because I just was the host. I just bring them in. And everybody loved me. And I love you, dang. I'm glad you safe. I'm glad that little boy safe. I'm glad the man, I don't even know who the man is with the child. I just want to know his name to thank him. And everybody talking about, she calling me, telling you put your hands on this lady. Lady, you better get back. You better get back. That man could have died in front of me. I know how to live to lose a son. I know how to feel to lose a grandson. And y'all coming for us on that boat. Y'all supposed to be family. You talking about we family. If we family, we're going to stick by one another. We're going to take care of one another. And that's what I did. And she lucky she went into that river. Because I wish she would have far out. I would throw her far out to that river. But she wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted the wife on side that boat, but she couldn't get out. She wouldn't get out that boat. I don't care what you say, Melissa. I don't care what you do. Yeah, you fired me. I don't care about no job, man. I came in the world without a job. I'm going to leave here without a job. I don't care about none of y'all. But when it comes to the day, I'm going to protect him and do what I got to do as a mother, as an auntie. And this boy like Daddy just like a nephew to me. Like I said, he from the project. All us gonna stick together. I don't care how it gonna go down. Everybody on that boat, we stuck together. We all our black folk, we came out that boat. We came out that boat to put these hands on y'all. Y'all wanna cook y'all hands on Daddy. We gonna put our hands on you.
Did y'all hear Miss Tammy Howard? Laid them hands, baby. What? came to do what? Oh. Girl.
Don't come down here from another state that y'all gonna play talking about some Trump. We don't give a damn about Trump. Y'all go up there and watch D.C. Y'all did that and watch D.C. But you came down here in Alabama where somebody gonna put your hands on you. Y'all came from another state that y'all gonna it was gonna be funny what you did to him. Y'all thought it was gonna be funny. Y'all thought y'all gonna hit Dame do him like that and thought we weren't gonna do nothing. No, baby, that's why we waited till that boat landed and got out of that boat. I don't give a care. Talking about going to jail, baby. I don't care about going to jail. I've been in jail plenty of time. What? Talking about Steve Reed said he gonna put people in jail. Here I am. Put me in jail. What you gonna do? Nothing. I did what I had to do for my brothers and sisters. We tired of this racist stuff. Everybody talking about black and white, black and white. Ain't no way in hell. Keep on talking about black and white. Y'all, this day country. How did y'all country? What you calling us niggas and go back where we came from? Where we came from? I come from Montgomery. I come from Ernestine Howard. I was raised in the Montgomery. So where I come from? And I ain't nobody nigga. I don't even know what that is. Where y'all get that word from? What's a nigga?
That's what you call a black.
What's it? What is it? But next time, I bet you next time you won't come back down here. Come back down here. I'll do it again.
Did y'all hear that little kid in the background say that's what you call a black man? Hold on, I'm finna rewind it. Hold on. Did y'all hear that little kid? They just disturbed my spirit to hear that baby say that. Hold on, let me turn this. Can y'all hear me? Can somebody in the comments let me know if y'all can hear good? Please, can somebody in the comments let me know if you can hear me good? Okay, y'all not gonna let me know. Hold on.
Hey, raised in the Montgomery. So where I come from? And I ain't nobody nigga. I don't even know what that is. Where y'all get that word from? What's a nigga?
That's what you call a black.
What's it? What
Well,
is
baby
it?
said that's what you call a black man.
But next time, I bet you next time you won't come back down here. Come back down here. I'll do it again. I don't care. I get fired a zillion times. I'm gonna do the same thing I did today. Got off that boat and blade my hands on whoever touched David Dane. Don't put your hands on nobody. You ain't had no business putting your hands on that man anyway, because you could have avoided it. Everything could have been avoided. When that man told you to move that boat, move that boat. I was already mad anyway with my father. You playing me. But I know I couldn't put hands on this man right here because he was old and I didn't want to go to jail for him for elder abuse. But I put hands on the person who I know I can. And when that lady came up in there, talking like my daddy, why you put your hand on my friend? Put your hand on my friend, then I'm gonna beat the dog at you. And the first thing I thought about saying, throw her in that water, and that's what I did. I'm gonna see if you can swim, bitch.
Well, y'all heard what she said. Y'all heard what she said. That's what she had said. That's how she was feeling. So as y'all can see, this Montgomery thing has, baby, it has picked up traffic. It has raised eyebrows. It has made people mad. What are my thoughts and opinions about this? I totally agree. You should have obeyed and followed the rules. Once he told you to move your boat, you should have moved it. You should not have responded in violence. Then all your comrades come from the sky. They should all be held accountable as well. Everybody who attacked that man. Because if you apply enough force while you're trying to jump someone, more than one person violently attacking another, it can lead to unaliving. So that's a very serious crime. And I probably would not have responded like that. Some years ago, yes. They would have just had to get the smoke. They just would have been what it was. They would have just had to get it. That's how my mindset was. But right now, where I'm at, nah. But I do like that they stuck together. I probably would lean more, if I were to get involved, would lean more to breaking it up. I think that's for the men. It was interesting to see. It was nice to see African American people stick together and stand up for one another, and not sit back and only record and actually stand up for themselves. It was nice to see African American men stand up for themselves. I do still ask myself in the back of my head, if this were a African American woman, would that same reaction been warranted? Which brings me to my next topic of Tory Lanez being sentenced to 10 years today for the popping of Megan Thee Stallion. His initial sentencing was supposed to take place on yesterday. He was supposed to be sentenced, but it was delayed until today. The judge, let's see, Megan Thee Stallion gave a statement yesterday in court, so I kind of want to go to Megan Cunniff's retweets. I know someone tweeted it or retweeted it. Let me get in here because I want to read to you Megan Thee Stallion's kind of feeling about the whole thing. Megan said mercy. Okay, so she did write a handwritten letter to the courts. Okay, that's about that. Okay, so with Tory Lanez trial, it started yesterday, August the 7th, 2023. They rescheduled until today, but this is what took place yesterday, according to Megan Cunniff. I got this. I'm reading this to you guys from Hollywood Unlocked. Megan Thee Stallion said, mercy is for people who show remorse, and Lanez has shown none. Oh my God. Hold on. In a report, hold on. Let's see. Let me get back to it. Incredibly, Judge Hereford managed to not finish today. We are coming back. Hold on. Where is it? I want to read you guys her feeling and what she had to say and how she felt about Tory Lanez and the punishment that, you know, he should get and that sort of thing. Okay, so for some reason when I did that, it clicked out of what I was reading you guys. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm just going to keep it on one view. And then, okay, why did you just do that? Okay. Megan said mercy is for people who have remorse, and Lanez has shown none. She thanked for the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for their support. She wants the sentence to be a message for everyone, for every woman of violence. Okay, that makes sense. That she wants the sentence to be, you know, like a message that you can't abuse and harm Black women, basically, is what I get out of that. Okay. So that's what Megan Thee Stallion said. Let me click back in here. Megan Thee Stallion submitted a statement that was read in court. Mercy is for people who show remorse, and Lanez has shown none. Okay. Incredibly, Judge Hereford managed to not finish today. We are coming back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. A few more things to talk about. Then argument. Then Hereford will sentence Tory Lanez. Megan says she struggled with whether to attend in person, and her absence should be seen as her preserving her mental well-being. She said, since Tory popped her, I've not experienced a single day of peace. He lied to anyone that would listen, Megan said of Lanez. Megan said mercy. Okay, they're just repeating that again. Okay, so yeah, that was kind of like what Megan had to say about it on yesterday. And then the judge had also received 72 letters speaking on Tory's behalf, I guess, about his character to kind of, you know, like speak about, you know, their, you know, just give some insight of what type of person they know Tory Lanez to be. And hold on, I come in Megan P. Okay, no, not there yet. Let's see. And one of the letters included on his behalf was from Miss Iggy Azalea, a non-Black woman writing on behalf of a Black man to tell the justice system that she's a Karen Becky and she's not going to stand for it. And she does not think that it's right and she's going to stand down with her man. And even when he attacks and pops an African American woman, a woman who looks just like his mother, what does that say about a man who would pop someone who resembles his mom? But y'all be so busy trying to give it to us and show us that, oh, we gonna stay down. What I mean, this is why they like y'all over us, girl. Y'all still are being made baby mamas in statistics like the African American women. So you're not getting any special treatment. But I will digress. Okay, so that's still about Alabama. I'm trying to find the article about Iggy Azalea addressing, because she couldn't take it. Baby, the people were dragging. The people were dragging on social media. Oh, and she didn't like it. No, you're not going to call me out, and I'm a Becky Karen. I have Becky Karen privileges. I have complexion protection all the way. I'm not a biracial woman. I'm a non-black woman all the way up and down, top and bottom, left to right. So no, baby, I'm not going to stand for it. But let's get over here to this article. Let's get over here. Let's reshare the screen. Just a moment. Can you guys see that? Okay. Okay. The Shade Room. This article is being brought to you from the Shade Room. So shout out to the Shade Room for the information. The Shade Room Trial Watch. Tory Lanez sentencing hearing is set to continue today. Here's what we know. Tory Lanez Canadian citizenship and possible deportation. We are reportedly mentioned were reportedly mentioned in court yesterday while discussing possible probation. Deputy DA Alex Botts asked how Lanez can be trusted when he's at risk of immediate deportation. Tory's legal team is arguing that he has an alcohol abuse problem and are asking that he be enrolled in a substance abuse program as part of his sentence. However, Deputy DA Alex Bott argues that while he was under the influence of alcohol at the time of the popping, there is no evidence that Tory is an alcoholic. However, there is evidence of Tory being extremely violent. There is evidence of Tory Lanez being out on bond for the popping of Megan Thee Stallion. And while out on bond, he physically assaulted August Alsina. And I do believe, allegedly, in my opinion, that he received charges for that as well. We do know that he had a restraining order in place placed on him by this same judge, and I think allegedly, but I do know that he had a restraining order on him that prohibited him from being within a certain amount of feet of Megan Thee Stallion, and he violated that order by going to a concert that the baby brought him out in, where he was within 6 feet of Megan Thee Stallion. So while there is no evidence that Tory is an alcoholic, there is evidence that he has no respect for authority. He does not respect rules. He does not care about consequences. And he feels as though because he's a celebrity that he can get away with doing these things. Oh yes, he had the media behind him. He had DJ Academics, Milagro Grams, Joe Budden, all of their little fan bases and minions on there commenting, putting this lady's JJ on trial for the last 3 years. Oh, she slept with her best friend man, so she deserved to be popped. Yeah, that's right. You sleep with your best friend man. Pop that B. Maybe the mentality of the hood chicks. You can take the girl and the boys out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. That's what you're saying, that, oh, well, she had slept with her best friend man anyway. See, Chelsea was sleeping with him first anyway. And Megan had went behind her back and started sleeping with Tory. So when they had got into a drunken fight as adults, everybody over the ages of 21 years old, that it's okay because you guys are arguing and probably crossing boundaries and going below the belt, that, oh, let's deal with this situation and violence. Yay, Tory, you get to do that because you're Tory freaking Lanez. Yeah, and you're a black man. Protect black men, and I'm a mammy. I'm going to protect you, and I'm going to rally behind you, and I'm going to get on the front lines, even though I know that I'm not your preference. because once these African American entertainers get money, they don't prefer the dark-skinned Black women. And that can be shown statistically. So I don't understand the mentality of the mammies that get on the front line for the men like Tory Lanez, who do not prefer you, who don't respect you or anything that you stand for, who does not fight your issues with you. You guys are the main ones that was happy to see this last sentence of this article. There is no evidence that Tory is an alcoholic. That not that one, but he has a Tory Lanez's legal team is arguing that he has an alcohol abuse problem, and are asking that he be enrolled in a substance abuse program as part of his sentence. You guys, y'all are sick. And then the main leader, Miss Milagro Grams, Miss Mob Radio, honey, she is not even covering it. But your new media, the new Black media, and Armand Wiggins, y'all are not covering this trial. Why not? Wiley is the Wiley. I saw he did a live earlier today. I have not seen Couture Bay. No, I don't see which Couture Bay and Wiley. They were not standing on the front lines at the trial when the trial was going on. So all of these people who were in support of Tory Lanez dragging Megan Thee Stallion, putting her vagina on trial, bringing up things that were not even, that had nothing to do with the case, who had slept with who were making up narratives saying that Megan Thee Stallion had got her feet had got cut by a piece of glass, dragging this girl out over social media. So when she said that she hadn't had any peace since this happened, and that he would talk and defame her character to anyone who would listen. And all of this has caused this young lady to not have any peace. I believe her, and it's not an exaggeration. No, I do not feel, no. How dare his legal team? These people just have ate up your money to clown you and make you look a fool. I told y'all when I first covered this story that when Tory Lanez legal team was having him to come up and make the statements that he was making against the judge and the whole prosecution, that you are ruining any chance that you have of any like sympathy or empathy from the judge, because you're still being disrespectful and not showing any remorse or taking any accountability. You are standing on the fact that you are not guilty, and you didn't even feel a need to get on the stand to defend yourself. If I know that I'm not guilty and I really didn't do it, I'm taking that stand when it's about my life. Oh, yes, I am going to take the stand about my life. You had a nerve to sit around for 3 years and continue to have your legal team, in my opinion, allegedly, to put this trial and reset until you guys could not reset this trial anymore. Your prior first initial legal team, who are big dogs in the legal world, dismissed themselves because, in my opinion, I feel as though they knew that you were a narcissist. You haven't took any responsibility, any type of ownership, any accountability. Mr. Tory Lanez, you have continued to be arrested, involve yourself in violent situations where you are the aggressor. You're not in violent situations after this because you're acting in self-defense. You are the aggressor. So all of these people with all of these different narratives, baby, grow up. Grow up. For real. Understand reality. This young lady was popped. That bullet inside of that firearm could have landed somewhere different. Then what would we all be saying? But like I said, I was happy to see that happen yesterday, this weekend in history in Montgomery, Alabama. And I was so happy to see today all of this be wrapped up with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, so that Megan can finally move forward with her life. But yeah, the next slide goes on to say, DA Alex Bott said Tory Lanez's current defense demonstrates that we've seen ever since he was charged with popping Megan Thee Stallion. His willingness to do anything and everything to avoid accountability for the crime. DA Bott said Lanez will say whatever it takes to avoid accountability, and just talking out of both sides of his mouth. by claiming alcoholism and mental disorder, but also saying he's a role model for his son. Let's run that back, just in case y'all didn't understand. District Attorney Alex Bott said Tory Lanez's current defense demonstrates what we've seen ever since he was charged with popping Megan Thee Stallion. His willingness to do anything and everything to avoid accountability for the crime. District Attorney Bott said Lanez will say whatever it takes to avoid accountability and is talking out of both sides of his mouth by claiming alcoholism and a mental disorder, but also saying he's a role model for his son. Yeah, okay. Judge Hereford believes that Tory's actions after the popping, post on social media, and harassment of Megan are a major factor in his sentence. Megan's written statement alleges that Tory is not remorseful. Megan's written statement alleges that Tory is not remorseful for his actions, and she hasn't experienced a single day of peace since the incident. 76 people wrote letters on Tory's behalf. One of the letters is from Iggy Azalea. Another is from a police chief in Missouri who spoke about his charity work. Another letter is from the doctor who treated Tory for hair loss, who said the artist has helped others in the community suffering from hair loss. Iggy set some things straight regarding her letter. For the record, this is how she talking after all these African-American men and women drug her for being in African-American people's business and using her complexion protection and her superiority and her so Becky Karen woman to get in the business of something that happened with a African-American woman and a African-American man that had nothing to do with you. But hold on, we'll get there, because she thought one thing, but Miss Megan could have had something else for her. Okay, so this is not Iggy Azalea's Instagram page. For the record, one, I have not been in touch with Tory for months. I have no reason to be, but I do wish him well. Two, I don't support anyone. The whole thing is full of oddities. My letter never mentioned anything in regard to what happened that night. Three, hold on. Let's read number 2 again. I don't support anyone. The whole thing is full of oddities. My letter never mentioned anything in regard to what happened that night. That's not the issue, whether or not you mentioned anything that happened that night. Duh. Why would you be mentioning anything that happened that night when we all know that you were not there? That was not a flex. That was not a point. The fact that you wrote this letter is points enough. Just don't even write the letter, boo. Get back. 3, I was told this was for a judge only. Yet it's being discussed in public. I never intended to publicly comment. So you have wanted to quietly use your white privilege and write this letter on behalf of this African-American man who has harmed and unprotected an African-American woman. And you have shown, where you stand as an ally to African-American women going against protecting a Black woman. Because this man was indeed found guilty. The fact that he was found guilty, in my mind, makes me feel, however his character is prior to that night, let's talk about moving forward from that night. And, let's take it back before that night. Tory has been involved in violent situations that are on record. He doesn't have a clean criminal background. So while there are some positive things about Tory, there are also some negative things about Tory that's in direct connotation and direct relateness to what he was on trial for. It was violence. So as far as you saying I don't support anyone, the whole thing is full of oddities. My letter never mentioned anything in regard to what happened that night. That makes no sense, and that has nothing to do with the fact that you did indeed write a letter and you knew exactly what you were doing. 3, I was told this was for a judge only, yet it's being discussed. It sure is in the public. It sure is. It's posted on the Shade Room, a public internet site. It's part of the World Wide Web. The fact that you wrote a letter to the judge on behalf of Tory Lanez using your white privileges. Yes, and we are discussing it. I am Iggy. I'm discussing it, Iggy Azalea. We all know that you tried to protect Tory and use your superiorness and your privilege to, pull a couple of fine white line strings for him. But yeah, how did that age? 4, I am not in support of throwing away anyone's life if we can give reasonable punishments that are rehabilitative instead. I support prison reform, period. So you're using character words like period to a group of people, a group of women who are fighting so hard for protect Black women, and why it's important that not only did Tory Lanez get found guilty, but he gets the proper sentence, because that then sends a message that it's not going to be okay to harm and unalive Black women, just like LGBTQIA community is doing their thing and moving in society and standing up and taking their voice back. That's what we are doing as Black women. And if you were for a Black woman, you know how you always want to collaborate with the Black women and rap your the thing that you do for your career. Those same women, child, I tell you, when you see, she didn't think this letter was gonna come out. So she thought she was going to frolic around Hollywood and continue to do collabs with African-American women and act like you they hungry and they friend and you an ally for the African-American woman, when really it's always giving you a look, Iggy Azalea, when you are in the video with the Black girl. You know what I mean? It's giving you a look to be sitting up there with the African-American women. It's not the other way around. Do know that and do understand that. As long as you understand that, we'll be okay. How dare you write this letter? Yeah, we didn't need you to write this letter. There was, for what? And then she goes on to say, I was asked to write about my genuine experience and the type of punishment I think he deserves, and I did. It's not really that interesting, but I understand why it's being sensationalized. See you next week to discuss pizza toppings, I suppose. Oh wow! So that's how little you think of it. Oh, we'll discuss pizza toppings. No, we'll discuss you using your privilege, and you're not giving a damn about protecting Black women, and you're not deserving to be in any collaborations with any African American men and or women. Let's see how that career does without those lifelines of the Black, and they'll be over there eating their pizza somewhere, charting on the billboards, winning rap battles, being successful rappers. That thing that you never could be, Iggy Azalea, that thing that you never mastered. You never figured out how to be a successful female rapper. Yeah, girl, go sit down. Go make a rhyme about some pizza. Easy, weezy, weezy. Yeah, girl, go do that with your pizza. Yeah, because we see you don't give no fucks, and we don't give no fucks about what you got to say on the mic. How about we do that? How about we fight mentally also, Iggy Azalea, not just violently like the Montgomery, Alabama situation. Let's use our minds, guys. Yes, let's get into this real conversation, guys. Yeah, we're going to go there. Let's use our minds and not do any collaborations with Miss Iggy Azalea, since that's how she feels about it. See y'all next week. What are we talking about? Eating a pizza or something? It's not really that interesting, but I understand why it's being sensationalized. So the heartaches of African-American women and protecting Black women. And so you're telling me that you don't see why so many African-American women were upset with the fact that you, as a non-Black woman, wrote this letter on behalf of a violent Black man who had physically assaulted and attacked and popped a Black woman. And you as somebody who worked closely in your professional career as a female rapper, you work hand in hand with many African-American artists, female rap artists. You do many things with female rap artists that are of African American. So we're good enough to work with you, Iggy Azalea, and it should be sensationalized when you're getting collabs with African American women. That's the only thing that we're good to do for your struggling career. Sherelle Claiborne said yes. Hey, Sherelle Claiborne. But yes, like, no. Yeah, so we see where you stand, Miss Iggy Azalea. Oh, yeah, we see where you stand loud and clear, and I took note of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was Miss Iggy Azalea's point on the whole thing on yesterday, after it was discovered by Megan Cuniff that she had indeed wrote a letter on Tory Lanez's behalf. Okay, so that's what had happened with that yesterday. Now let me go. I think that was all. I think I read you guys everything about yesterday that was of importance. Megan Thee Stallion statement and how she felt that he was unremorseful and he has caused her so much non-peace, and he was just telling her story to anyone who would listen to the case being set off until today. Okay, Tory Lanez's attorney says he's remorseful. Okay, let's see. Tory Lanez's defense attorney says a community would suffer if he spent an extended amount of time behind bars. Rapper Tory Lanez was convicted of popping hip-hop star Megan Thee Stallion in the feet just over 3 years ago. Was supposed to be handed down his prison sentence on Monday. However, once again, it got delayed. As we previously reported, prosecutors have asked a judge to sentence the Canadian rapper to 13 years in prison after he was convicted of popping the hip-hop star in 2020. Speaking to press on Monday after the hearing, which is scheduled to continue this Tuesday, Lanez's attorney, Jose Baez, explained that the singer is remorseful for his actions the night of the popping. Baez also said since Lanez has helped people in and out of prison, he thinks it's significant enough for the judge to take into consideration during sentencing. He added, the numerous people he's been helping over the years will ultimately suffer, and I'm sorry. I think that we established that today. Clearly shows that a community will suffer if he spent an extended amount of time behind bars. What community? Because we never see him with his kids. Okay, so let's see. This is his attorney speaking. So let's go ahead and share the screen again so you guys can hear what his attorney, I believe, or is this the delay?
Also a philanthropist, hand in hand, as was testified today. It's unbelievable how many lives he's touched for the better, and how many people he's helped, completely being unselfish and trying to help others. And I'm sorry. I think that's something that is significant. I think the more lives you touch in a positive way should be weighed when judging the man. And we judge a person by what they've done their entire lives, not just in their worst moments and moments that they're not proud of. And this is what we're hoping for the best.
Well, he's this is about his being violent.
This incident and continued even after the incident, and the lives he's changed. Even you heard from the chaplain today. Even while incarcerated, he's there trying to help people. And how you can ignore that? It is well, let me put it this way. I don't think you can.
Babe, I don't want to hear all this gibberish. I don't want to hear all of that. Baby, hold on. Let's get rid of this, because this is nonsense and gaslighting and bullcrap. I do not want to hear it. I do not want to hear this. Okay, let's fast forward the commentary that took place on yesterday. There was Tory Lanez's attorney, his paid attorney, paid to feed the people nonsense and bull crap to make it look like he actually thought that Tory Lanez had a chance at being given anything less than 10 years. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. And this is coming from the Shade Room. This article here. I'm going to share the screen again. Just one moment. Let me go ahead and share the screen once again so you guys can see it. Okay, so this fast forward to today. It's another day now, but yesterday right now, because I'm well over midnight. Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gaskin speaks out following Tory Lanez sentencing. Women, especially Black women, are afraid to report crimes like because they are too often not believed. Megan Cunin said, I commend Megan Pete for her incredible bravery and vulnerability as she underwent months of probing, investigation, and court appearances where she had to relive her trauma and the public scrutiny that followed. Los Angeles District Attorney George Gaskin. So that's what Mr. Gaskin had to say. Daystar Peterson, also known as Tory Lanez, sentenced to 10 years in prison for popping Megan Pete, also known as Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, guys, we are going to read this article. Okay, this is coming directly from the Los Angeles Police Department. I'm sorry, this is coming from the courts. Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gaskin announced today that Daystar Peterson, the rap artist known as Tory Lanez, was sentenced to 10 years in state prison after he was convicted by a jury of the 2020 attack and popping of musical artist Megan Pete, also known as Megan Thee Stallion, in the Hollywood Hills. Over the past 3 years, Mr. Peterson has engaged in a pattern of conduct that was intended to intimidate Miss Pete and silence her truth from being heard. District Attorney Gaskin said, women, especially Black women, are afraid to report crimes like this one because they are too often not believed. I commend Megan Pete for her incredible bravery and vulnerability as she underwent months of probing, investigation, and court appearances where she had to relive her trauma and the public scrutiny that followed. This case highlighted the numerous ways that our society must do better for women. Thank you to Deputy for Black women. Let's put Black women on the article. Okay. Thank you to Deputy District Attorney Kathy Ta and Alex Bott and Victim Services Representative Cecilia Zamora, who spent countless hours working to ensure justice was served for Miss Pete. We also would like to thank the Los Angeles Police Department for their thorough investigation. Daystar Peterson was sentenced today in case BA 490599 by Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge David Harryford. Last year, after 7 hours of deliberation, Mr. Peterson was found guilty by jurors of one count of assault with an automatic firearm and found true the allegations that he caused great bodily injury and used a firearm. He also was convicted of one count of carrying an unregistered loaded firearm in a vehicle and one count of discharge of a firearm with gross negligence. Jurors were presented with evidence showing that on July 12, 2020, Peterson and the victim were riding in an SUV in the Hollywood Hills. The victim got out of the vehicle and Peterson shot 5 times at the victim and wounded her. So, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. So let me show you guys what I believe it is Boosie had to say about it. Let's see, what did Boosie have to say about it? So you guys heard it here. Exclusive. You heard it over here on DaRealConvo. He was found guilty. He did this. And he thought that social media attorneys and podcaster attorneys and going on these different platforms talking about this lady's vajayjay and putting her vajayjay on trial and making up vicious lies and having the public to help him disseminate this woman's character was going to actually I don't know what he was thinking. Tory Lanez refers to Megan Thee Stallion as someone he still cares for dearly to this day during sentencing. Okay, so what happened? Tory spoke for several minutes. He said he still cares about Megan. He called her someone I still care for dearly to this day, regardless of what she may think of him. He said the victim's my friend. He talked about bonding with her over the loss of their mothers. I told you guys, trauma bonding. I told you guys when I covered this the first time that they were trauma bonding. We both lost our mothers. We would sit there and drink until we got numb. Tory Lanez said of Megan Thee Stallion, he was still shooting shots. You still trying to make this girl look like a drunken mess. You acknowledging the fact that she probably was drinking like that because she was grieving the loss of her mom, and you saying that because you yourself can relate to. But you could have kept we would drink, we would sit there and drink until we were numb. Like, okay, and then you were trying to really show the fact that I guess you have you're an alcoholic, you have an addiction to alcohol. Like, nice try. About the popping, I said some very immature things that I shouldn't have said. I revealed some secrets I shouldn't reveal. Lane said, yeah, you should have never said that you were sleeping with both of these girls. You the one that know how to keep it playing. Men, for some reason, think that they are the only group of humans that toss up the same ex-partner. Women toss up men just like men toss up women. So you tried to tell her friend that like that was gonna do something. Like, Tory Lanez just showed himself to be a kid, and he's absolutely right. He was very immature. I don't feel sorry for Tory Lanez because he had no remorse. He made a song about a horse. He was taunting this woman and making fun of her. He was feeding the blogs. He was promising people like Mob Radio a podcast. You know, he was just doing the most, and he really thought that he was going to get away with this. He was going to court dressed in his all pink. They said allegedly he was falling asleep in the courthouse. Now he has 10 years to get his beauty rest. He has 10 years to sit and get all of the beauty rest and do all of the sleeping that his heart desires. Yes, you do, Mr. Lanez. And your blog friends are mad about it. They're mad about it. Your Milagro-grams and your academics and your Joe Buttons, they are so upset. They're over there doing commentary. Milagro-grams was doing commentary about something else today. Like, baby, she was so mad. I seen a picture of her outside of the courtroom with her lip poked out like a baby. Baby, this woman has a personal problem against Megan, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'm going to share with you guys what Boosie had to say about the whole ordeal. Yes, he needed to be sentenced today. I was like, oh, today I kept looking at social media. I had posted it on my own Twitter within 1 minute of Megan Cuny posting that he had been sentenced to 10 years. Yes, he received a 10-year sentence today. They handed him down a 10-year sentence. Oh, yes, they did. Okay, so let me present the screen to you guys and get into this 10-year sentence of it all. You know, and I don't wish jail on my worst enemy, but he was not showing any remorse. Okay, Boosie believes Tory Lanez came out good with being sentenced to 10 years. Lucky he wasn't in Louisiana. That dude would have got 50 years. Is that right, Boosie? Dog.
Tory got 10. I got 10 for third offense. One. And then it came out good. Lucky he wasn't in Louisiana. That would have got 50. That would have got 40 in Louisiana, boy. 29. Real shit, bro. Yeah, I burnt my eyebrows off when I was smoking. I fell asleep and burnt some of them off. Never offer rehab. Never been to rehab. Never been to rehab. Third offense on, I got 10 years. Lucky he wasn't in Louisiana.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Never offer rehab. Never been to rehab.
Mm-hmm. He did good to get 10 years, according to Boosie. According to Boosie, he did good, Iana. Yeah, so all you Tory Lanez supporters, I know you're going to get on here and go down in the comments and sound off and be more delusional, you know. And you guys, you celebrities, you should really stop listening to your fans, because this listening to your fans is getting you guys 10 years. Tasha K with a $4 million judgment. Nicki Minaj in court with her husband for harassing his SA victim. And she's next. I will be following Kenneth Petty's case with Jennifer Huff that I hear is coming. It's going to be in court really soon. So I will definitely be on here covering that. Let's see. Let's get rid of the... I'm trying to hide the background. Okay, well, okay, we'll mess with it like that. But yeah, I know all of the Tory Lanez supporters are going to hurry up and come on here on the bottom of the video and come in and tell me, oh, you don't know this. Well, what I do know is he went to trial. He had a fair trial. Evidence was given. The jury found him guilty. He was convicted of said crime. Last year in 2022, he was sentenced today 10 years for the popping of Megan Thee Stallion. And you can be mad about it all you want to and deflect from the situation, Miss Milagro Grams, Joe Budden, and DJ Academics. But yeah, you guys got your asses handed to you today, and you guys owe Megan Thee Stallion a apology. You guys owe her a apology, like seriously. That was poor journalism. That's just my opinion. But I am so happy that justice was served. I'm happy that Megan Thee Stallion hopefully will be able to move on and get some peace and move forward with her life. Start making music, enjoying making it, get her Grammys, start being back outside, mentally healing. I'm ready for her music. I am so ready for the music now. Yes, I'm ready for her to get the whole 1501 thing out of the way. Once she squashes that, baby, get back rap chicks. Get back rap chicks. Once Megan Thee Stallion get this issue situated with 1501, she already got skirt. Tory Lanez out the way. He done been sentenced. Okay. Now 1501 with the contract in her moolah, baby. You know, her moolah, her money, you know, because she gets $750,000 a show, allegedly. Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to heal on up, Miss Megan Thee Stallion. Heal on up. Take however much time you need, but I don't think Megan finna be taking that much more time, because she see all these girls coming up and breaking records and creeping up on her records and things of that nature. So I think Megan Thee Stallion may be giving us some music allegedly, in my opinion. I'm not saying this is Bible or fact. This is my opinion. I think we're about to get some music from Megan, and I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. And I've been there, body yaddy yaddy yaddy, hey, body yaddy 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 yaddy, body yaddy yaddy yaddy. You heard what she said, body yaddy 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 yaddy. We see now that everybody can't handle the body yaddy yaddy yaddy, Megan. But anyway, yes. So very happy that justice was finally served. Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years today. He will, after he serves his sentence here in the United States, over here in the States, he will have to go back to Canada because he's an illegal citizen. His citizenship is that of Canada. He's a Canadian citizen. So after he's done serving his prison sentence, he would then be deported back over to Canada. So yeah, let that be an example for anyone, period, in particular, you know, just Black women will be protected, and I'm so happy that the world is starting to wake up and listen and understand that Black women will just not sit around and be unprotected anymore. And this is a great start, and kudos to you, Megan Thee Stallion. Kudos to the Los Angeles criminal system, penal system, and for holding him accountable. Very excited and just happy about that. I do feel like justice was served with Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez. I know that the prosecutor was looking for 13 years, but they got 10 years, and I still think 10 years is enough time for him to understand that this was a very serious crime and that he did not handle this in the best way. So I feel like justice was served. I think 13 years, I still would have felt like justice had been served had the prosecutors gotten 13 years. Possibly would have the same feelings that I have now with him getting 10 years. So yeah, 10 years is enough time for him to sit and think and hatch and think about his actions and hopefully reform and rehabilitate himself. So yeah, I would love to see Tory Lanez rehabilitate himself and learn from this. Who knows? He could possibly get out on good behavior, but that's going to be a decision that he has to make for himself. So yeah. Those are my thoughts about the whole Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion. Be mad about it in the comments. Go sit in a corner and cry about it. He did it. He committed the crime, so he has to do the time. Okay, and you Tory Lanez supporters, especially you mammy Black women, please sit down and go read a book. This man did this. He committed this crime. He popped this young lady, and he had no remorse about it, and he really thought that he was going to be found not guilty, that right now he's still not taking remorse. He's still not taking any remorse, showing any remorse or accountability. So yes, I think justice was served. I think it was served. And I think Milagro Graham, you need to rethink the way you do your content. You stood with the Kaylin man. Then you come out and you start standing with Tory Lanez against, and it was like you had a personal problem with Megan Thee Stallion, though. That's the part that I could never understand about Milagro Graham's commentary when it came down to Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation. It was very confusing to me. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Have you subscribed to my channel? Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel before you guys leave here. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Share the video. Even if you send it to yourself or in a text message. Share my video, please. Again, subscribe to my channel. Follow me over on Instagram. I am DaRealConvo. Exactly how the YouTube channel is. DaRealConvo. DaRealConvo. Yes. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of DaRealConvo. Leave your comments and thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Until next time, y'all, write down your comments and I got to go. Thank you. Good night.